Leo's bedroom was a magical world of toys and wonder. The walls were painted a soft blue, like the sky on a perfect summer day. In one corner stood a tall wooden bookshelf, filled with colorful storybooks and picture books. A plush carpet covered the floor, perfect for playing with toy cars and building block towers. A warm glow from a rocket-shaped nightlight cast gentle shadows around the room. The light danced on the faces of stuffed animals perched on shelves and in baskets. Leo's bed was covered with a cozy quilt decorated with smiling cartoon characters. Above the bed hung a mobile of twinkling stars and planets, slowly spinning in the quiet evening air. Leo, a cheerful 4-year-old boy with fair skin and blonde hair that curled slightly at the ends, stood in the middle of his room. His big blue eyes sparkled with excitement as he looked around at all his beloved toys. He wore soft blue pajamas covered in little yellow ducks, and his bare feet wiggled in the plush carpet. "Time for bed, Leo," called his mother's voice from down the hall. Leo's smile grew even wider. He loved this part of his bedtime routine. It was time to say goodnight to all his toy friends. He clapped his hands together and spun around, deciding where to start. First, Leo toddled over to his favorite teddy bear, Mr. Fuzzy. The bear sat in a tiny rocking chair, its brown fur soft and inviting. "Good night, Mr. Fuzzy," Leo said, patting the bear's head. "Sweet dreams." He carefully adjusted Mr. Fuzzy's red bow tie and gave him a gentle hug. Next, Leo moved to his toy box, overflowing with colorful blocks, cars, and action figures. He picked up a shiny red fire truck and held it close. "Good night, fire truck," he whispered. "Keep everyone safe while I'm sleeping." He made a soft vroom vroom sound as he placed the truck back in the box. Leo's eyes fell on his collection of dinosaurs lined up on a low shelf. There were big ones and small ones, some with long necks and others with sharp teeth. He walked over and touched each one gently. "Good night, dinos," he said. "No roaring tonight, okay? It's sleepy time for everyone." In the corner of the room stood a tall giraffe plush, its spotted neck reaching almost to the ceiling. Leo stretched up on his tiptoes to pat its soft nose. "Good night, Mr. Tall," he giggled. "Don't eat any leaves while I'm asleep." The giraffe's black button eyes seemed to twinkle in response. Leo turned his attention to his bookshelf. He ran his fingers along the spines of his favorite books, feeling the different textures. "Good night, stories," he said softly. "We'll have more adventures tomorrow." He straightened a few books that were leaning, making sure they were all tucked in neatly. A colorful xylophone caught Leo's eye. Its rainbow keys gleamed in the nightlight's glow. Leo gently tapped each key, creating a quiet melody. "Good night, music," he whispered. "Play happy songs in my dreams." He carefully placed the small mallet back beside the instrument. Leo's toy kitchen set stood against one wall, complete with plastic pots, pans, and play food. He walked over and pretended to stir an imaginary pot. "Good night, yummy food," he said with a grin. "No midnight snacks, okay?" He arranged the plastic fruits and vegetables in a neat pile. A soft meow drew Leo's attention to his stuffed cat, Whiskers. The gray plush kitty sat on his pillow, its tail curled around its paws. Leo picked up Whiskers and nuzzled its furry face. "Good night, Whiskers," he cooed. "Catch lots of toy mice in your dreams." He placed the cat back on his pillow, patting its head. In the corner, a toy castle stood tall and proud. Its plastic towers were topped with colorful flags that seemed to wave in an invisible breeze. Leo approached the castle and peeked inside its windows. "Good night, knights and dragons," he whispered. "Keep the castle safe until morning." Leo's collection of toy trains sat on a small table, their tracks forming an intricate loop. He ran his finger along the smooth wooden tracks. "Good night, choo-choos," he said. "Have a good rest in the station." He made sure each train was perfectly aligned on the tracks. A mobile of paper airplanes hung from the ceiling, twirling gently in the air. Leo stood beneath it, watching the planes spin. "Good night, flying friends," he said, reaching up to touch the closest plane. "Fly high in the sky of dreams." The plane seemed to dip in response to his touch. Leo's art corner was next. Crayons, markers, and colorful paper were neatly arranged on a small desk. He ran his hand over the smooth paper. "Good night, colors," he whispered. "We'll make beautiful pictures tomorrow." He made sure all the crayon caps were on tight. A toy telescope stood by the window, pointing at the starry night sky. Leo peeked through it, seeing the twinkling stars. "Good night, stars and planets," he said. "Keep shining bright." He adjusted the telescope slightly, making sure it was aimed at his favorite constellation. Leo's collection of stuffed sea creatures sat in a blue net hammock in the corner. He gently touched each one, the soft whale, the squishy octopus, and the fuzzy seahorse. "Good night, ocean friends," he murmured. "Swim in peaceful waters tonight." The plush animals seemed to nestle closer together at his words. Finally, Leo came to his favorite rocking horse. Its wooden body was painted a bright red, with a flowing white mane and tail. Leo patted its nose and stroked its mane. "Good night, Gallop," he said softly. "Rest your hooves and be ready for rides tomorrow." He gave the horse a gentle rock before stepping away. With all his toys tucked in and wished good night, Leo felt a wave of sleepiness wash over him. He yawned, stretching his arms high above his head. The room seemed to grow quieter, as if all the toys were settling down for the night too. Leo climbed into his bed, pulling his cozy quilt up to his chin. As Leo snuggled into his pillow, he looked around his room one last time. All his toy friends were in their places, ready for a peaceful night's sleep. The nightlight cast a comforting glow, and the mobile above his bed spun slowly. "Good night, room," Leo whispered, his eyes starting to close. "Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams." And with that, Leo drifted off to sleep, surrounded by the love and comfort of his toy-filled world.